Hi YouTube, welcome to week 15. I think I have a bit more to talk about this week, which I don't know if that's a good thing or bad, depending on how long you want to be sitting here watching me. On Saturday night, when I went to bed, I was actually just trying to go to sleep and not hoping for any movements or anything, because I didn't think it would happen, but I got 3 nice little surprise kicks in a row and another little kick about 5 or so minutes later. So that was nice. And then yesterday, I think maybe I might have felt a little bit of movement, but I'm not 100% sure. It's just really, really nice to know that the more frequent movements are on their way. The baby's heart rate, it was in the 140s, I think Friday or Saturday. So I was starting to think, oh no, maybe the baby is actually a boy and we will never have a name for this child. But last night it was back up in the 150 area, so who knows? I mean, I know it doesn't really mean anything. It's just one of those old wives' tales, but it was nice when all of the old wives' tales were pointing to the same sex. Actually, there was on my iVillage Expecting Club, somebody posted about how it's suspected that the IntelliGender test is done off pH levels. So we started doing a cheap version of it where we use pH testers for either pools or fish aquariums. So I picked some of those up at Walmart. It's a little tube that you put the pee in up to the line, and you have a thing filled with drops. I think it said there's enough to do 250 tests. Anyways, you put 3 drops of that into it, and you shake it up, and if it's more towards the yellow side, it's a girl, and if it's more blue or green, it means boy. And well, that one says girl too. My husband seems to be getting more excited for this baby, which makes me very happy. Sorry about that. I think it was a telemarketer. Anyways, yes, my husband seems to be getting more excited about the baby. The other day, he was reading books to my son, or rather our son, and he asked Aiden if, when the baby comes, if he would share his books with the baby, and he then asked him if the 3 of them could read books together. I was like, that is so sweet. I think that's the first time he's really talked about the baby. So that was nice. And yesterday we spent a few hours at my dad's house, and I was holding my baby brother, and Jay was playing with his little fingers and stuff. It was so cute. So I think he's getting excited. He's still nervous, obviously, about having 2 kids to take care of, but yay. Last week on Wednesday, I found out that people who are due a month after me are already finding out when their ultrasound is going to be, and I still hadn't heard anything from the hospital about when mine would be. So I called the midwife that I had seen on August 20th, who had said that she would send the request that day for my ultrasound, and that I would know when it was going to be in about a week or 2. Well, it had been 3 weeks, and I hadn't heard anything. So anyway, she called me back on Thursday, and I guess she forgot to send the request. So I was waiting and waiting for nothing. If I had realized that beforehand, I would have called her and would have gotten that sorted out sooner. But anyways, so she called the hospital or sent the request by fax or something, I don't know. Anyways, she sent the request, and I got the call this morning at about 9 o'clock, and I am pissed. My ultrasound is not until November 3rd. I will be 22 weeks and 1 day at that point. That is ridiculous. And in my file, since they have that I'm due March 5th, that's a lot closer to week 23 in my file. So I am so annoyed. I mean, these ultrasounds are supposed to be done between 18 weeks and 22 weeks, and this sucks. I just wanted to know if this baby is a boy or a girl now. But anyway, so yeah, November 3rd at 12:45. Another thing that pissed me off about this ultrasound thing is that, well, first the person that called said that we could have 2 people in the room. I was like, that's great, you know, my husband and my son, they're going to be there. And she goes, but nobody under the age of 10. This is on a Tuesday afternoon, woman. Where am I going to get a babysitter? People work. People have kids that they need to be home for that get off the bus. People have babies of their own that they have to take care of. My family lives a half hour away, most of them, and driving from here to there and back to do my ultrasound, and then back there to get my son and back home again. I mean, that's ridiculous. So I really don't know what we're going to do. Frustrating. And then my Halloween costume. I'm still not 100% sure on what I'm going to be. I saw the one where pregnant women dress up as black cats and paint their bellies to look like a fishbowl with a fish in it, and I was going to have the fish be pink if it was a girl. And, well, now I won't even know the sex of the baby on Halloween, so there goes that idea. And then on Saturday, to top off this really shitty week, my vacuum broke. I was in the middle of vacuuming and the wire had been kind of pulling out, and my son decided to try and help vacuum while I was moving something, and it screwed it up even more. So I said, you know what, you can go fuck yourself, and I ripped the wires out completely. So yay. Sweeping this place, I will not do it. So yeah, we need a new vacuum. Not regarding pregnancy, but seriously, did any of you watch the VMAs last night? What the fuck was Kanye thinking? Poor Taylor, that was so rude. And I'm sorry, but Beyonce's video sucks compared to any of those videos in that category. So, wow. If I hadn't been any one of those people on that stage, I think I would have knocked his ass off the stage. That was so uncalled for. Anyways, so that's really all, I guess, for this week. I am still 121 pounds this week, and I think my belly actually is smaller than last week, which is strange. But anyways, that's okay. So, shirt down. Actually, I think my belly button has popped out a tiny bit more this week than last, so obviously it's still growing and not shrinking. I guess maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe the way the baby's positioned. Hard to say. She's really only 4 inches long right now and about 2.5 ounces, so I'm not sure how much she could really affect that. So I guess I will see you guys next week, and hopefully I will be able to tell you about even more kicks. Bye.